Hello, my name is Starry and welcome to my channel. Today we shall be watching one of the worst animated movies ever created. It's titled Titanic, The Legend Goes On. So without further ado, let's cut the chatter and get right into it. So the version we are watching today is actually the uncut version. It's the Italian version because for all of you who don't know, there are two versions of the film created. You know, the title actually reminds me of Celine Dion's My Heart Would Go On. You know, Titanic, The Legend Goes On. My heart would go on. You get the point. So, the uncut version differs from the American version because apparently there's more scenes, so it's supposed to be more cohesive, but sometimes actually more is worse, and that's the case here, I believe. Why they're Chinese characters is beyond me.
Now don't forget, my pretties, the purpose of this journey is husbands, handsome and wealthy. And
Gold
don't just spoil
diggers.
things, Angelica. And stop moping over that picture. You're never going to find your precious mother.
Your precious mother!
You're wrong. I will find her, and my father too. I'll find them both.
You want to know what's funny? That line actually doesn't really make a lot of sense because, spoiler alert, Angelica actually only finds her mother. The movie doesn't tell us whatever happened to her father, so that was never fulfilled. Oh, God. Okay. I was just going to say these graphics. It's obvious that's not 3D. It's not even layered properly. Have you ever heard of seat belts?
There's going to be plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub. You're touring up your layabout!
Okay.
Right, to earn your keep.
Nice Cruella de Vil impersonation.
Why do you put up with it, kid? Why do you, Dick? Don't know. We don't know.
We don't know either.
Angelica, pick up that luggage. and
I'm
get it
surprised she didn't call out the Cruella lady.
Jeffrey, what are you...
Oh, Angelica, you really are hopeless.
Here you are. Let's hope
Wait,
it's a smooth
how
crossing.
did this person know the locket belonged to, or why did he assume that it belonged to the sisters?
This is yours. Huh?
Now hurry! All the best places would be taken.
Okay, so apparently the animals in this movie can talk as well. So this movie is quite infamous for ripping off a lot of Disney films and being a Disney wannabe. So, for instance, this mouse family is supposed to be their version of the American Tail family. Also, Angelica's situation is supposed to be reflective of
Come on,
Cinderella.
Angelica, don't dawdle. Look, Mother, it's the banker, Jeremy McFlannel.
Oh, magnifique.
Are those the two Dalmatians, also from 101 Dalmatians?
Toothache, Gaston.
Gaston? You mean Gaston? From Beauty and the Beast?
Careful. After all your father sacrificed to pay our passage to America. Don't spoil your new clothes.
Hang on, Sonny.
Thank you so much.
And that girl really looks like Belle from Beauty and the Beast as well.
Need help?
Obviously.
No, thank you, Master William. I can manage.
Don't be silly, Nanny. Let me.
Okay. So apparently, this is not the Titanic. It's Noah's Ark.
So, what have you got in there?
Things that might be useful to us all.
Oh, I doubt it. Okay, who steals a needle of all things that you could steal?
What's with the costumes, guys? We've been on tour, senor. And cannot wait to
What?
get home, muchachos.
That doesn't make a load of sense at all. It's a
Join you?
Mexican stereotype.
I play wicked bongos, you know.
Hold it, please. Hold it, will ya? I'm coming. Be with you in a jiffy.
Well, this guy really looks like Sherlock Holmes.
Special Detective Sam Bradbury. Sam to my friends, a threat to my enemies.
Oh, what a relief. I was just telling the captain how worried I am about my jewelry.
And he's also a detective,
But
so
now
it's
I
obvious he
feel
was
quite
based
safe
off
at the
Holmes.
reception, knowing that your watchful eye is upon them.
Detective Bradbury, Miss Rhoda Vanderplank of New York Society.
Oh, yeah. The Vanderplank copper mines. Oh, a pleasure, ma'am. Actually, the reason I'm traveling with you is that there's a notorious gang of thieves aboard, which I'm trailing in disguise.
It's not really
And
a
I
convincing
figured by boarding
disguise.
late, I'd go unnoticed. Right, Captain?
Sir, ready for sea, sir.
All right. Ahead slow.
Aye, aye, sir.
And go easy pulling out of the harbour. We don't want to disturb the other liners with our wash.
Barbara,
See you later, everybody.
Rob, let's go get unpacked.
Coming? Yes!
Why is there an echo?
Ahead slow.
All gang point.
Did he just say, I hate slow?
We're off, lads.
And that guy just grew 3 inches. I don't know if you noticed that. You know, that looks like a lot of copy and paste. They're all wearing the same uniform.
This is Angelica's fault. Mummy, look at it. Call her, Mummy. Call her at once.
And make her put her clothes in
What?
order.
What did she just say? I can't understand.
Look at this hole in my favourite dress. I wanted to wear it. Oh, it's got...
The lip syncing is awful.
Come in.
You rang, ma'am?
Yes, would you please go fetch my ward? Her name
Okay,
is
so this is
Angelica
obviously
Teti,
based
and you'll find her
on
down in
Cinderella.
third class, cabin 39. I want her here immediately, if not sooner.
I'm pretty sure immediately implies as soon as possible.
Pickering,
Yes?
your guardian wants you in her cabin right away. I'll show you the way if you like.
Coming.
Oh, don't start swatting right away, Master William. Sea voyages are for unwinding. Relax. There'll be plenty of time
Study.
to study.
I know, you're right. But I'm in no mood
Why
to
ever
enjoy
not?
myself.
I wonder if my little girl has had a proper education. Poor darling. Expect I'll never know.
You mustn't dwell on
If she
her,
was
Nanny.
dwelling on
Your
it, she
attitude
probably
was
wouldn't be
too
working for
So take your
you.
own advice. Relax. Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America. They're way ahead of us over there, but you never can tell.
Progress, Sir William. Progress. One must always be ready to progress.
Okay, that's obviously a
You have one
Jamaican
secretary,
accent,
even now.
trying
If
to
something
act
comes
like a
interrupt
Frenchman.
your boss. Yeah, if you don't need me, I think I'll take a stroll around the deck.
You didn't
Okay.
pack our clothes properly, you clumsy girl.
This movie just jumps from one
Bernice's
scene
dress even has a
to
rep.
another without no discernible reason.
Pick up those bits of broken china at once. Then mend and iron our clothes so we can attend the reception to welcome us aboard. In any case, you can't come. You can't come. You've nothing to wear. Nothing to
Wait,
wear. No
is there a
one's
record
going to
scratch?
lend you anything.
Nothing to wear. And no one's going to lend you anything.
That's creepy. She's having hallucinations, probably because the director was on shrooms the entire movie. Ooh boy, here it comes. The infamous party time.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
That line made no sense.
Well, from now on, try not to strike out on your own without checking with me first.
Okay,
Because you see,
this is
I'm
different.
responsible for how the animals
For the American version, he just automatically breaks into party.
Do you know? Do you really know? Do you know it? Yes or no? Is it yes or is it no? Do you know who I really
No,
am?
we don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Better stop it if you're breathing fists here. It's time for reason, cause instead of being a hero, you know, you might become a zero.
What?
It's no confusion, no illusion.
I am so confused.
Let's get started. Hardy, party, party, hardy.
Party, hardy?
Yes. All of you will bring the goodies, many cakes and many cookies, tasty steaks and hot salamis, juicy cheese with capital C. You are. You are.
Oh, this is so much worse than party time.
The rock, sparkling wine and sweet champagne. Let it flow just like the rain. feel welcome, buddy, so come with me. Come on, everybody. You remember it forever. The one on board has had it better. Hurrah for Fritz! Hurrah for Fritz! Hurrah for Fritz!
Wait, they said Fritz. So they actually say the dog's name in this version. It's interesting. The rap still sucks, but you know, in a way, it's. Ooh. Ooh.
It's a losing battle. Trying to teach you how to work properly. One needs to be gentle, agile.
Okay.
How can I expect subtlety from two lumbering lumps with hands like hams?
She's prone to sudden outbursts.
Helpless idiots. Dumbbells. I despair.
I despair you.
What are you looking for? Where is it? Here it is. That's the way to do it, boys.
Did you just see that? She had 3 hands in that frame. It just jumped. There's a 3rd hand. I'm sure I saw it. This movie is just so random. It's just, like I said, it jumps from one scene with no flow.
Everything all right? Do you need a hand? No, thank you. I don't mind hard work. It's just I'm worried because I can't find my locket. It means so much to me. A present from my mother. I never knew her, and without it, I'm afraid I'll never find her.
Hmm.
And what are you doing up there?
Oh.
Looking for something to eat?
So this is a Toy Story sort of thing, I guess, right? It's like when the humans are here, the animals can no longer communicate, but yet they can talk just fine when the humans are gone.
Don't be afraid. Go on.
Seems like, I guess he's not talking. Also, that's a great way to get plague.
No, you go first. No, you first. No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first.
What have you done with Tiger?
Tiger?
Here he is.
Oh, the dog. The dog's name is Tiger. I thought it was the tabby. At least he's orange. This one does not look anything like a tiger.
Their habits now, are you? Come on.
Okay, she's implying it's drunk.
Start at that end. I'll check the cabins in the middle. And don't come back empty-handed.
Right you are. Aye, aye. Don't worry about that. We're professionals.
Lousy professionals. Oh look, it's Lady from Lady in the Trap. Except this one's a male.
We've done it again.
How many times do I have to tell you? Wait for my...
Is that the version of Molly Brown, you know, from Titanic the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, the James Cameron movie. They had a character on it called Molly, who I think she was a passenger on the actual Titanic. So maybe this character with the Southern American accent is based off of it.
All these years you still haven't learned.
Excusez-moi. Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Molly.
Pardon, monsieur. May I steal her for one moment? I must apologize for my despicable behavior on the pier, but I could not help myself.
She's not going to fall for that old line.
He even sounds like the Dalmatian.
I'd like your help with the food and drinks for the party.
I'm at your disposal, old friend. I'm afraid Kate here is out of the picture, though. She's about to present me with some airs.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
Thanks, old chap.
interesting way to put it.
By the way, watch out for a couple of weirdos, a kind of crazy red-haired cat and someone I hesitate to call one of us, more like a bat than a dog.
How does he know all these things? It's my question.
I heard everything. Count me in, but my time is limited. If I don't land her the right company, we're both gonna hit hard times. Oops, gotta get back to work.
Yeah, this movie.
Walking diamond mine to me.
This movie is not making much sense.
Scam, fake from top to bottom. She wears the bait, but I have to land the fish.
So, this dog's story arc is, I believe, he and his master are trying to land a wealthy man.
I see.
Yeah. So she's trying to trap men with fake jewelry to make it look like she's actually rich.
Because she has nothing to wear. Sad. How about if she comes to our party, Mama? She's really nice. We are having one, aren't we?
Yes, of course we are.
I question that. She is a human being after all. I don't know if she could get along with a bunch of critters.
We'll find it for you.
Got the right key. Maybe it's the wrong deal.
So, who are all these people again?
That stupid dog and his fat mistress. We'll fix their wagon.
Huh? What is going on? What's going on? What in the world is going on?
You take the mutt.
Did they forget to dub the lines? Okay. What happened? This makes no sense. How did she get burned? I didn't get it.
Oh.
Oh. I'm awfully sorry. I didn't mean to.
Not to worry. It was nothing. I'm glad.
No.
Why?
Please. Leave it to me. Thank you.
I bet you look ravishing in this.
No, that's certainly a compliment. She'd probably be able to tell. She can't fit in it.
You know, you're not supposed to block the corridors on a ship. Oh, shut up. Stop drawing attention to yourself. I'm not drawing
You know, everyone can hear you. If you say that, they're all going to pay attention to you.
It seems fate is determined to throw us together. Doesn't it?
What indication?
Perhaps. I'm not sure that's a good sign. Now I must go.
Must you?
It's not mine. May I have it, please? You're hopeless. Don't even try. Let me.
What is he doing? That's creepy, mid-creepy. Also, his eyes are dead. Run away, Angelica, run away. He's a creeper for sure.
All right. Dalmatians and the Spaniel have access to the first-class dining room, so they'll get the first and second courses. You mice know how to get into the storerooms and kitchens, so you worry about the rest.
Okay, I see. So in order to make sure that all the animals get fed,
Pick up some decorations.
this rapping dog, or I should say Fritz, apparently is his name, he's organizing a party, and all the animals are in charge of stealing food from the humans, you know, the human passengers.
While you're out your rounds, keep an eye out for a locket lost by a very sweet person who's kind to animals. It means a lot to her, so let's find it.
By a sweet person who's kind to animals, I'm pretty sure that's quite vague on the ship.
Come in. Can I help
I
you?
was... that is... Have you another daughter?
Not
Now
to
why
my
would
knowledge.
he assume
In
that
that case, I
she's
think
related
you've made a
to
mistake.
these
Excuse
people?
me.
It isn't every day one has the pleasure of meeting a young
mean-
man of such obvious breeding and good looks. Have tea with us. Stay a while. Good looks.
It isn't every day.
Recycled
No,
line.
thank you. I must go.
I'm sure there's going to
Are
be a
you
lot
sure
of
there
that.
isn't another young lady travelling with you?
No, there's just myself and my two gorgeous...
Gorgeous.
No one else.
Is something wrong, Master William?
I met a sweet, charming girl. Suddenly, there she was. She just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know who she is, or even what part of the ship she's in. I saw her go into a cabin, but the occupants didn't know her. She's vanished into thin air.
Oh, you'll bump into her again?
Hmm.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Huh?
She can hardly get off. Was she pretty?
I'm pretty sure that was a flub.
Beautiful thing I've ever seen. Her eyes were like... Oh, Nanny. I
Huh?
think I must be going a bit soft in the head.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Obviously crazy.
I know what's wrong with you.
Gotcha!
You were stroking her hand before you even knew her name.
You know, Victoria, I thought he was a bit bold, examining a dress to see if it was my size.
That's a bit of an understatement.
20th century, dear. Young men are less timid with young ladies than they were in my day. But that's all right, as long as his intentions were good.
I'm pretty sure that's not. If the first thing he does is stroke your hand.
And giving them all the love I've missed. But I don't want to rush things. I have a whole life ahead of me.
You don't even know him, Angelica.
That boy took my ball! Get me my ball!
If someone's found it, they may have...
Don't cry. I'll get it for you. Back in a minute.
Barbara, Rob, be careful. Don't annoy the, ladies.
Angelica! Angelica, come here at once!
I want my ball! Here! He took my...
Excuse me, madam. You were talking to a young lady. Where's she gone?
She was called away.
How can I find her? I ran into her in a first-class corridor, but she's not among the passengers up there. And now I just saw her here in third. I don't understand.
This movie is so boring.
First or third?
Of course not. I just want to see her again. I
thought the original American version was boring, but this just takes the cake.
Oh, I must go in now. It's getting chilly.
I think they try to explain all the subplots, but, you know, the fact that there's too many of them.
I'm always a perfect lady, and I've nothing to be ashamed of, so leave me alone.
That it just ends up getting more convoluted the more they try to explain it.
I would be most honored if you would join me at my table, mademoiselle.
I'm sorry, but I have to sing.
Oh, one tiny moment. I have a gift for you. It will look exquisite on that gown.
I think the subplot here is that Gaston is attracted to the singer, Molly, with the big boobs. And at the same time, the officer has also got an eye on her.
Drink to this delightful encounter.
Yeah, obviously. Also, I don't think dresses looked like that in the 1912.
I knew you existed.
I would have thought you'd be upstairs listening to that wonderful singer.
I was too busy looking for someone. Someone with unforgettable eyes.
Okay.
Now that I found
that's
I'm not going to
so that's its excuse. Just say that a girl captures you with the eyes.
Please don't make fun of me. I don't belong in your world. I could never compete with the young ladies that surround you.
What are you saying? I'm dead serious. The most wonderful thing about this trip to America.
You've only been on the ship for, what, a few hours?
I don't know whether to believe you or not. Please don't be cruel. Don't hurt me. I've had so much disappointment, and I've always managed to see the positive side.
I don't even know your name.
Oh, you're just now asking for her name. You should have asked her name the first time you met her.
Angelica. Stay 1 minute longer. Will I see you at the reception tonight?
I feel like this movie is trying to mimic the James Cameron Titanic. Probably because it was so successful.
I'd like to speak to the captain.
He just left, miss. But you can tell me. I'm the first officer.
Well, I've lost a locket. I went to Lost and Found at the purser's office, but they were closed. Anyway, it's oval and made of gold. There's a picture of my mother inside.
Seems like to me there's more sapphire on it.
My name's Angelica just Angelica. I'm in 3rd class, cabin 39.
Rest assured, you'll get it if we do.
Yeah, I think the main problem with this film, one of the reasons why it sucks, is because there's hardly any character development, because there's too many characters being shoved into this movie, and there's too many subplots, and so the entire film seems so unfocused. Like, for instance, I don't know who this mouse is. As far as I'm concerned, he's just a random critter on board. It looks like he's traveling in the sewers at the ship. Wait, do ships even have sewers? I don't know. Okay. I'll just assume he's traveling through the ventilation system. The chef looks an awful lot like the chef from Little Mermaid. You know, the one that battles with Sebastian the lobster. Whiskey. Alien cartoons. Alien cartoons, he would be a fried crisp in real life.
You realize the locket that French masher gave Molly?
Masher?
Yeah, it sure looks like the kind Fritz told us to keep a lookout for.
Also, the locket is probably based off the James Cameron movie, The Heart of the Sea. Excuse me, I meant Heart of the Ocean. You know, something I've noticed about the uncut version that's different from the American version, in addition to being a lot longer, the scenes, is that it seems like there's a lot of throwaway scenes where the characters don't do anything, they don't say anything, and it really doesn't add to the story. Like this one here. So it makes for a very boring movie. Like, I'm trying to find something to talk about, but I feel like I want to fall asleep right now. Alright, little mouse like that is heavy enough to tip over a chair. It's a cartoon, it's a cartoon. Physics don't apply, physics don't apply.
What are you hiding behind the door for?
I swear, didn't Angelica say that at the beginning of the movie? They probably reused her line. Alright, from what I gather, they were just searching for the locket and they thought it was in their room, but obviously it wasn't.
Where do you think you're going? This isn't third class.
Shh, keep your voice down.
Okay.
Detective Bradbury, New York Police Department. Sam to my friends, a threat. Never mind. Now look, I'm here incognito on a special assignment. I want to catch the suspects red-handed. Get it?
You're going to try to catch criminals and blend in the first class setting. Shouldn't you dress first class?
I suppose with his bank gone under, he's heading abroad to make a new start.
I say, let's work the fat lady. After all the trouble she's caused us, she deserves it.
I mean, you know, if you're dressed like a cowboy, I think that would draw a lot of attention to you.
And that smelly doggy's sound asleep.
Okay, come on, it's so obvious. You can actually see who's trying to steal. Is he trying to warn them? Is he supposed to make the arrest? They're stealing right in front of you, under your nose. Okay. You stupid. It's obvious, don't you see? The table flipped over.
Helpless idiots! Dumbbells!
Dumbbells, indeed.
Oh, mais faites attention, quoi!
You know, I would have more things to say, but this movie just drags and drags.
What's the matter, Captain? Something wrong?
This movie.
The Baltic has sighted icebergs in the area. Says to keep a lookout. But there's no reason to be unduly alarmed. In any case, tell Stockard to let me know if there's any change in the type of ice we're seeing.
Type of ice? I'm pretty sure they're all the same in the Atlantic.
The way my luck's been running lately, it's bound to be the wrong place.
Oh, relax. I hear my four-legged snacky wackies are setting up a party. You just decoy any canine cousins who get in my way. I'll take care of the rest. This cannon fodder has a lot to learn about the...
Who are they talking about?
Maxie, they're coming.
Oh.
Phase 1. Ah, just the snack I'm looking for.
Okay, this is just puerile. And seriously, you're telling me that dog can't squeeze through the bars? What is he so angry about all of a sudden?
The picture you're about to present me with some airs.
That's line recycled from earlier? Yeah, what is he baring his fangs for?
First time I ever had to squeeze through a straw.
A straw?
I get claustrophobia.
We brought him in case we need an airlift.
So where's this locket?
Keep it down, she might hear. The locket's on the table.
No other man in my heart. No other man in my heart.
She does have a pretty voice, I will give her that. Whoever sings these songs, they've got a pretty voice. Sure is a good thing that she spent so long drying her hair.
His name's Will. William. He seems sincere. Of course, I could be wrong.
He sounds sincere.
What makes you think that? You never even met him.
Anyway, he's the one who rescued Ernest from the handrail.
Oh, that one little scene from the very beginning of the movie when they were all boarding the Titanic.
He's going to wait for me in vain at the reception tonight. He asked me to go with him, but I've nothing to wear.
Who would remember that?
Never lend me a suitable dress.
Actually, I've been watching this movie and I can't even remember half the things that's been said.
Since my poor Francis took me to the opera for the first and last time. It's about your size. Mind you, I had a shape once upon a time. Rather nice, too. Anyway, this time...
Thank you! Thank you!
This time to do some
You know,
alterations.
she's awfully old, you know, so I find it hard to believe that after all this time, her dress that she owns can be in such perfect condition.
You have to give it back to its rightful owner.
Owner schmona.
How is it gonna prove she's her mother's daughter when she finds her?
Oh, so apparently the mice knows that the locket has a picture inside. Who's holding the other end of the yo-yo?
It's hers. Put it around her neck.
I never thought I'd see the day when I'd have to give back something that's mine.
It's not yours. It's never been yours.
I'm sure this is a photograph of my real mother.
Ah,
And I'm
didn't you know that from the start?
Of course, dear, you will. You'll hug her again one day.
Thank you.
These 3D animations of the Titanic.
Somebody broke into my cabin and stole the locket, but that's all they took.
Excuse me, I couldn't help hearing what you said. Something was stolen from you?
Bless you.
Oh, at least they're polite enough to say it.
Thank you.
You're in my blood. It's a very weird lyric. I can't understand anything that she's singing. But really, you're going to have a flashback. You never even spend a lot of time together. Makes for a very short flashback.
So let's start this ride of love.
They never even spent a lot of time together. So how are they going to make a meaningful flashback? It's a very short one. Oh, so the French guy is going to hit on Angelica now.
No other man in my heart. And so only happy we'll be. And so only happy we'll be. And so only happy we'll be.
The singer is just incomprehensible. Like, what is she saying? Is it realize? Okay, you can stop trying to imitate Celine Dion.
Now I know who stole my locket. It was that girl.
No, no, I don't think it was her. Il est possible que...
Perhaps the locket is back with its rightful...
That's probably meant.
What does he mean by that?
It means it was probably stolen in the first place.
You know, I never really thought you'd come.
I've been waiting all my life for a moment as happy as this. Thought fate. But now... No. You know nothing about
She's right, you know.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from...
Seriously? Is he under a spell? What kind of enchantment? He has no reason other than the fact that she's attractive. Okay, these backgrounds are obviously not of the same room.
Let's make a night of it.
Maxie, shake a leg already.
Okay, just having spasms.
Angelica! Come here at once!
Another line recycled. A very delayed reaction. Oh, it's going to break, is it? Because she's heavy set. Get it? This movie is so wacky at times. And honestly, having these 3D models, I know I've already said it, but it actually makes the movie even worse because it shows just how inconsistent it is with the art style of the entire movie.
Well, I had a pearl choker in here.
I had a pearl choker in here.
But how? And when? Was it insured?
No need to get flustered now. I saw everything. Of course you have to report.
Then why did you not do anything about it? You're an officer, or a detective, a useless one, but you still are.
We'll be together forever and ever.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you. We'll find
Stop reusing lines, it sounds so awkward. Seriously, nobody talks like that.
I know you're out there. Somewhere.
So she's still thinking about her mum.
I feel it.
What is this? It's real Spanish. It's actually Spanish, they're actually singing in it. Oh, I have to say, this song is better than Mucho Gusto, which is the song that they play in the American version. Okay, that was obviously not the mouse's voice. Oh, there's the rapping dog. Is he going to rap again?
What do you think? Can I take something to those lunks in the cage? I can't help feeling sorry for them. Join the party.
We don't take food from strangers, especially peasants.
Stupid dog. What am I saying? You look more like a bat.
You all know it's funny. They keep referring to the dog as a bat. That he looks like a bat, but actually he looks like a chihuahua. Looks perfectly like one, actually.
What, you never seen mist before?
That's not just ice.
Looks like frost flowers. Oh, there's the iceberg.
Hello? Hello? There's an iceberg right in our path.
Thanks. Iceberg, dead ahead.
Left rudder, right
I
rudder.
can barely see. The lighting in this film is so inadequate. No give or take, everything in this film is inadequate.
What did we hit?
Oh, it already hit?
We collided before I could do anything else.
I didn't even notice.
Much damage.
we fixed the fat lady.
I knew it.
It's up there!
Eee! Don't do that, it's scary. Angry old hag.
Being in love is the best thing in the whole world. How she must have suffered. But I'll make it up to her. She'll have no cares from now on. Just be happy.
Master William,
like me.
something's wrong. Look.
Oh, the irony of it all. He's talking about happy, and yet the tragedy is supposed to strike anytime soon.
Perhaps you'd better get ready for an emergency.
Lower the lifeboats and make sure everyone has a life belt.
Quick.
Everyone keep together and follow me.
Papa, we got to open the cage or those two will drown. Those two will drown.
Oh yes, I forgot. Apparently they're so stupid they can't even slip through the bars. Oh, that's useless. They're just throwing the water at the walls. That's not going to work.
What's that noise? Is there something wrong with one of the screws?
No, sir. We hit an iceberg.
You think it's damaged the ship?
Looked like it.
Yes, it probably has.
What's the quickest way to third class from here?
Down those stairs to the right. But you may find the coast is closed.
What's closed?
I think you better wake the children.
Oh, what a shame. They're sleeping so peacefully. Let's find out what's happening.
Yes.
All right.
So peacefully. You won't know. Drowning is also peaceful.
It doesn't seem serious, but everyone's going up on deck just in case.
If everyone's rushing on board, then it's probably serious. I question your judgment there, Angelica. Clearly, the lip syncing in this movie is clearly not in sync. Oh, and he just tore right through it. Is that made of paper? Did you see those two women who were walking in place?
You can't go through this way. Don't force me to resort to violence. You can't go through this way.
Okay, that's a rehash. You just said it.
Don't force me to resort to violence.
And you just said that. The other way reversed.
The other way is filling up with water.
All right, but women and children only. Go.
Everybody's walking, not just women and children.
no time to lose. Get them in quickly.
Oh great, look at that. The boat's levitating down.
Thank you. Oh,
Mommy, I forgot my jewels too. I'll go and get them.
You see, there's no bridge on the lifeboat. Oh. A human bridge? I have to say, despite how terrible this movie has been, the songs, well, they're passable.
Are you a sailor?
I'm a yachtsman.
I can't understand what they're singing, but the melody is beautiful, at least.
Women and children, come on, come on!
Out of the way.
Last call! Women and children!
I'll get in the next one.
Don't sacrifice yourself for me. Winnie, I'm a failure, Winnie. I have no future to offer you, if there's going to be a future. I was going over to find someone to bail me out of bankruptcy.
I'm no better off than you are, darling. Truth is, I trapped you. And now that I've even lost Flopsy, you're it.
Wait, Flopsy? Was that the dog's name?
Come on, miss, you're the last one in this boat.
we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, we are, Captain Obvious. And why is she still singing? The boat's sinking.
I wonder what happened to my poor tiger.
You had a tiger on?
What happened to her voice? Did they replace her with a man that was totally a man?
Those horrible creatures are making faces at me.
Well, maybe you're bothering them. Come.
Oh, I'm sure this is the most appropriate time for this kind of thing. Seriously, get off the damn boat, it's sinking. Yes, you're going to die. Bring on the slow motion.
Chin up. We've made it. Answer me.
No, you've not made it. You've not made it until you made it onto a lifeboat.
Somebody save him.
Have you even watched the original? You know, the James Cameron movie that's your movie is so based off of. You should know Jack died in the water. Wait, didn't the ship already sink? And now it's sinking again. Oh, well, that's quite nice. It survived sinking, a giant pot. Actually, it looks more like a cauldron. Pretty sure a pot can't support the weight of a man. Oh, this is a clever way. You know, I've just come to realise there's probably a reason why this movie is full of flashbacks. They had to pad out the time, so what better way than to use flashbacks, because that gives them the perfect excuse to reuse scenes from earlier. Oh great, here comes the dolphins here to rescue all these poor little animals. Because dolphins are so adorable. Just so cheesy. So you mean to tell me that all of the animals actually survived the trip? Yeah. Hundreds, or I should say thousands in reality, of humans died.
Victoria,
It's a lovely picture.
where's William? Do you think he's safe?
I'm sure he is. Don't worry.
You're quite
Everything
the
will
optimist.
turn out fine. You'll see.
I'm pretty sure that you can't see the locket.
Don't sit so
I mean, it's
far
the
apart,
dead of
you
night.
gentlemen. You're unbalancing the boat. Will you ladies please sit down? Stop moving around or you'll tip us all into the ocean.
Is that locket yours?
Yes, it's
No,
always
she
been mine.
stole it.
Do you still have a picture in the locket?
Yes. Ever since my mother put it around my neck as a baby. And then left me.
And then left?
This is the most contrived reunion I've ever seen.
Told us we could get you whenever we wanted, but she vanished. Left no address. All your father had was an account number to pay your support
Wait.
money into.
So it left her no address. But yet, they keep... They expect them, but yet they're still paying for it. That makes no sense. They should have reported to the police.
I know your father wanted to give you up, but we had to. And Gertrude seemed so nice. She told us we could come and get you whenever we wanted to.
I never thought you'd abandoned me. And the hope that one day I'd find you kept me going like a burning light. You and my father were always there. Always in my heart. Fate is strange, though. I finally found my mother. Only to lose
Yes,
William.
thanks to all the greats of contrivances, I know him, of course.
That tall, handsome young man traveling on the Titanic, yes. I brought him up and gave him all the love I wanted to give you. I was his nanny.
Oh, Mummy, don't let me stop hoping.
Don't let me stop hoping.
What are you doing there? Keep rowing!
Look, over there. It looks like someone in the water.
There's a body out there. Please try to get nearer.
We can't take on anyone else. We're too full as it is.
How do you know?
Are you that you're afraid of falling in the water?
More weight could make us capsize.
And you were second in command of the Titanic. It's not him.
Throw him back in the water.
I told you,
It's useless. Let him go.
Oh, okay. So I didn't mean literally. I guess some people. What is he pointing at?
Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Special Detective Bradbury, New York Police Department.
Shut
Sam,
up.
my friends. Just
Yes.
call me Sam. And don't worry, from now on, you got me to protect you.
You're pretty useless, I'd be worried. Couldn't even solve a case of an old lady and his two bumbling thieves.
I knew you existed.
Of course she existed.
I was too busy looking for someone. Someone with unforgettable eyes.
What made you think?
And now that I
Were you
found her,
hallucinating?
I'm not going to let her get away from me again.
I swear, at least 40% of this movie is entirely told through flashbacks.
Tell me, could prevent me from loving you.
Like, we've already seen all of this, you know? Oh, great. Did you see that? They replayed the scene, so now it's obvious that it just makes all the glitches more apparent.
Everyone just keep still.
Everybody calm down. Let me handle this.
You can't...
No, not the hair. Not the hair. Please.
That was such emotional delivery.
We're turning over. Then throw him back in the water. Let him
He's
go.
already on, you idiot.
Ah, shut up. Try to keep the boat on course for a change.
Oh, that's implication. Basically, I think he implies that it was all his fault that they crashed into the iceberg in the first place.
Speak to me! Please! Open your eyes! Please!
Hello. I told you we'd be together again soon. Sorry I took so long.
Wait a minute, where are you going? The movie isn't over yet. Don't you want to know what happened to everybody?
No, I really don't care.
We finally got Corinthia in the act and how they're locked up. Thanks also to
About time.
now Detective Junior Grade. Sam is super proud of the medal on his chest, but less of the lollipop. However, he swore he'd give up smoking if he ever made the arrest. Poor Gaston, drooling with great expectations, got himself hired by Rhoda Vanderpump, and the heiress put his Gallic charms to the best use possible.
You know what's funny? I spent the last 90 minutes watching this movie and I still don't know who half of these characters are.
To thank us for saving him, our friend the ship's cook put us up at his new place of work, the kitchen of one of New York's fanciest restaurants. Here we have everything we need. Even Hector settled in, though he sometimes flies off on what he calls business trips. Dressed in mourning, Gertrude Pickering is all broken up, though her tears are not tears of joy, as her ugly nieces Hortense and Bernice marry Kurt
Oh,
and Dirk.
it's a nice pair.
Gloatingly thinking they
One's
got
fat,
it made.
one's skinny, and then the skinny goes with the fat.
Gets out of jail and makes them go back to stealing for a living. And here we have the ecstatic newlyweds.
You know, funny thing, actually,
Together with Mother Nellie.
I actually like Corinthia. She was probably my favorite character in this whole thing because of her impersonation of Cruella de Vil.
Their beloved Mistress Molly. Well,
Oh, so the singer did die apparently. Molly, the singer. So if she died, and you acknowledge she died, then how did everybody live happily ever after? Oh, and now we listen to the ghost of Molly the singer. Overall, this movie was a giant waste of time. I felt like over half the scenes were reused. None of the plot points make any sense whatsoever, and the voice acting was, was not there. Lip syncing was off. The animation is poor. Everything about this movie was, like the Titanic, a sunken disaster. Anyway, thanks for joining me. You haven't already fallen asleep as we watch this horrible movie, and I'll see you next time. This is Starry signing off.